Yeah. Yeah. That's a boy. You happy? You're pretty happy, my friend. Oh, that's a boy. Well, we made it down again. Finally a break in the weather. It's about 9:30 in the morning. 21st. Oh, and here comes some noisy truck. I think it's the 21st or 22nd, Thursday. There's still idiots down here with their dogs. It says you're supposed to have a leash when you're on the grass, but they don't seem to care. You can take the leash off when you go down on the sand, right? But some people are just idiots, right? Idiots. Idiots, some of them. They don't know how to read, a lot of dog owners, apparently. And I love doggies, I really do. I just don't like stepping in their dog shit when I'm on the grass, right? Okay, we're at the water. Let's go. Well, the water's up. The good dog owners got their dogs off leash down on the sand, and there's a few that just insist on being up on the grass, right? Signs everywhere. You're lucky I don't have a temper, right? Just waiting. Okay, let's turn it off for a second. A bit of wind out here, a little surprised. Let's just turn it off for a second here. Yeah, it's really come up. Look at that. It's really up now. I like this bit where the rocks are. Or where the cement blocks are. I feel like I may have underpumped the board a little bit, but so far so good. You can... Firmer the better, really. Look at this. Don't hit that with your fins, old man. You're in the water. Wow. Yeah, a lot more water in here. We'll go upstream for a little bit. A little more wind than I expected, but that's still decent. Oh geez, I didn't realize I still had it on. Sorry about that. Well, we're back at Peterson Creek, or Cougar Creek, that I like to call it Cougar Creek. I did the other day on my barefooting. Looks a little bit different down at this end, doesn't it? It's mainly river water going up into here. But this is the creek, same creek. Isn't that cool? That water ends up in the Pacific Ocean. Wow. I think we're going to go downstream today. I got the wind, a headwind, and I'm feeling really lazy. Why don't we go downstream? Okay, that'll be fun. We'll ferry across here. Okay? Let's just ferry across right here. Camera still on? Oh, maybe we could go up a little ways. I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a look. Camera still on? Oh yeah, we're still on. Hey, there's a lot more current in here than before, and a lot more water. Look at that! Look at those that grass weeping in the current here. You can tell exactly where the current is just by the grass. It's very cool. But yeah, there's lots of places a guy can sneak back in here now. We decided to go up a little bit. Why not? Yeah, I'll tilt the camera up a little bit for you. Look at that, eh? Willows. Still got a headwind, but as long as you're willing to go slow, just relax. It's like going for a slow walk, right? Except you get your whole full body workout. Because your body, you got to tense your body up when you paddle. So it's like, it's a little bit isometric-y, if you know what I mean. Here, let me turn it off for a sec. Oh, look at these willows. Weeping. You see? See in the current? This is Jardine's old house. I don't know if it still is, but they used to have National Sport Mart. It's the going concern. Bought a lot of sporting goods from that store. They were a good price too. I don't even know if they still exist. That shows you how often I go to those type of stores now. But obviously made some money. Look at this place. Yeah, we're under the bridge. Under the bridge. In the willows. Can you see we're in the willows? We're going to just plow over some of them. Yeah, a lot more water than last time. Just don't get too snagged up in these things. Because if there is any current, then it can tip you. That was fun. There was like a homeless guy with a guitar. Said I was smart when I left because I don't know if it was because I was watching him or because I had a board, but I didn't like to jump to conclusions. But you know, you can't be too careful with your stuff. This thing's still on? Oh yeah, it's on. Here, I'll show you that it's me again. It's me. I got my hat and I got it clipped on. Here we are on the river. You can see the grass under there. Lots of them stirring up lots of little fish, man. Oh, there's the duckies. See, we're just about starting to move backwards again. Can you see the current moving? Oops. Okay. Let's hook the camera up before we you know, I don't know. I don't want to get wet. Not yet. Hi, it's me again. Gosh, it's nice out here. I was just thinking about years ago when I used to paddle, you know, my shoulders used to get sore, and on the river you were always trying to fight so hard because you had this thing in your mind about the current. But I find the current really helps you work on your technique, right? You want to be more efficient. But I haven't had sore shoulders in many, many years, or joints or anything, right? It teaches you to relax because, I don't know, it just does over time. But if you're trying to make good time or anything like that, or you're one of these guys that's checking their watch all the time, like those guys that go running and that, probably not, you know. You just got to let that stuff go. Like the voyageur. He just got there, right? He just got there. The key is getting there and going there. If you got to paddle for hours, you know, I don't paddle for hours. Usually I go out for an hour or two. That's plenty. Plenty for most people. If you're going to paddle longer than that, you even got to paddle with more technique and efficiency. But listen to your joints and your muscles, right? And just relax. Like I even find I get sloppy. I try and paddle with just my arms a lot of times, and when I should be doing a slight little crouch and with each stroke like I'm doing now, and it gets really efficient and really easy, right? Look for slow current. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. I've been having a great day, by the way. Went grocery shopping at 7 a.m. Got that done. Played with the cat for a while. Told him I'd be home by lunch, right? That's what you do. Turn it off, Barry. Turn it off. Hello again. Just having a lovely time. This is just great. Come on, Mr. Bear, Mr. Beaver, Mr. Muskrat. Let's go. Look at that. See, in this little spot here, there was no water in there last time we were out. It was completely empty. Cool. Yeah, so the river gets bigger. It doesn't always get faster. It just gets bigger, right? As the water level goes up. It's still not really murky. It's not brown. There's not logs. Some years you get, when it gets really high, you get a lot of logs and things floating down and debris you got to watch for. It's weird in here, but these pillars, I have to compare it to the old videos, but I bet you they look a lot shorter, you know. They appear to be a little bit shorter. I think it was in here somewhere where that guy had that camp set up with the generator. I'll see if it's still here. There's a lot more water. So, I mean, some of these areas where they were camping are going to be filling right up, right? I think that's where it was. There's nothing there now. I mean, usually the river kicks people out before anything else, right? It just keeps getting higher and higher as the spring progresses. And we're up to the old pump station. See, it doesn't take long. Sometimes it feels a little slow, but you just get in that meditation mode, and before you know it, you're up here, right? Turn it off, Barry. Mind you, this is a pretty cool section. Let's just leave it on for a minute here. You see how that grass is leaning the opposite direction? You've got an eddy in here. Current's curling up this direction. That's why it's so easy to paddle for me. See, this little bay wasn't here before either. All this in here. You can go right up under this, where the big water pipe comes up for the city of Kamloops. We'll go in just a little ways here. It's kind of spooky in here. That's spooky. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Or is it not neat? Anybody sleeping under here? Sometimes. Let's spin around. Let's turn around. Some graffiti under there. And there, back out this way is the river. Isn't that cool? Actually, it's been much easier paddling upstream than I thought. It felt hard at first, but usually it just takes a while for your body to warm up. There's a little snag. Should we go out underneath here? Yeah, let's go under. I definitely can stay closer to shore in here than I could before. Is this thing still going? Turn it off. I'm just going to turn it off for a second. Look at all the swallows. See them all? We've got a whole bunch of those nests underneath by the... And they think I'm like going to steal their babies or something. Here, let's paddle up this way. Wow. Lots of current right on the end of this dock. That's okay. Again, don't panic. Just go slow. Don't steer yourself into the dock, but you tip yourself. This big house in here used to be, well, it's still, I don't know if it still is, Candido's house. Kamloops Lincoln Mercury, they used to own, or they do own still, I don't know. I worked with that family. A good family, I thought. Some people didn't. I got along with them well. Most times. Hi, duckies. Goosies. We were able to come a lot closer to shore here. Remember that little owl that somebody put up there? Doesn't seem to be keeping anyone away. There's a golf ball in the water. Somebody driving golf balls into the water. Don't they know that some just going to get stuck in some dolphin's blowhole? Oh, Barry. See that little fence that guy's got? He's got some crazy little fence to keep the, probably the geese out. They do deposit large amounts of coilers, right? It's steamers, right? Like the dogs. Oh wow, those geese have really grown up. There's a bunch of them on the next beach here. Look at them, how big they are. You see them? Walking up with Ma and Pa. Not as many as there was before. I don't know what happens to them all. There seemed like a lot more. I don't know who gets them all. Probably people's dogs. I don't know. What other predators are out here? Hello? You guys should be used to people by now. See, that Ma and Pa, they got 3. And they got 3. 3 and 3. Isn't that something? They look cuddly little dudes, don't they? You like to take them in the bathtub with you. Hello. Hi. You guys are wonderful. A few crows up there. Wow. I hope you guys can see that. I've got my torso twisted right around. Okay, that's enough. Let's keep going. Here's one of those big noisy boats. Jeez, I thought that piece of rope was a snake. Wouldn't that be cool? I wish. Only wish. You get snagged on it, old man. Cobalt. Boats are nice, I guess. For the bikinis and stuff. Not much else. So that's cool. See the way that dock's got wheels on it? You can wheel her in and out. To protect it. That's cool. I wonder why this guy needs so many boats. I mean, somebody must just pay him to store there, or he's got some kind of... I don't know. Who knows? Okay, Barry. You still got the camera on? I guess so. I don't know. Well, got some weird current here. So this is where the eddy kind of changes. It's just... I'm just going to turn this off for a second. Wow, and I don't want to. It's so nice. I'll have to compare it to the old video, but there's a lot more water in here. A lot more. That guy's got a little winch to lower his beast in there, or pull it up. That's cool. A little electric winch mounted to the wall. Smart. Okay, turn it off for a second. These look like looms. Huh. Look at, there's the buoy. Current is really different in here. See, I paddled out a bit far. I'm getting quite a bit of head current here. Look at this dock. It looks a bit different than before. I think this is about as far as I'm going to go up, and then we'll ferry across. I'll take a little look at this dock here. God, this is addictive. Did we dare go in between? Should we? Should we? I think we can. I think we can do it. Just pay attention to what you're bumping into. Hey, we were in here before. Isn't that neat? Yeah, it looks different in here now. Oh, there's somebody up top there. Well, I think I'm going to ferry across here. The river's quite wide here, but let's do a little ferry across. There's lots of current, so we should zip across pretty quickly. See the bridge? Is this thing on? Oh yeah, it's on. Let's turn it off. Okay, I'm turning. Hello again. Look at that. We're on the other side. The current has started to slow down. It was pretty fast in the middle. We're still ferrying. And now we're going to turn ourselves a boat to go downstream. Just dip your paddle in the water. Do a dip. And off we go. And see, we were on the other side over there. You see? Do you see? Look at that rock under the water thing. See? Big rock. Cool. You can usually see, if they're really close to the surface, you'll see, you'll see more current disruption, so you'll know enough to steer around it generally. You need about maybe 6 inches of water to be safe, right? Or a little less. I'm going to turn it off for a few minutes. Can't film everything. Sorry. Hi again. Wow, this is so nice. It does feel like meditation. It's so relaxing. You think going for a walk is relaxing? Try this. Or a hike? Try this. And you don't get a sore butt like you do sitting in a kayak, right? Your feet can get a little numb if you're not used to it, but you can wiggle your toes and that. It's like you're standing. You can walk around a little bit on the board. Hello, tree. Oh, pay attention here. We got crows out there with the ducks. Hello. You got some old boats in here. Cool. I used to like those old bow riders, like that blue one, right? Good little river boat, right? Look at this. We'll do a little turn. Look at that dock is mostly submerged there. Ooh, see? Gotta watch for those things. Look at that piece of metal sticking up there. So that's all you need. Look at that little bow rider with a 100-horse Evinrude. It's all a fella needs, right? Get you up and down the river. Don't need these expensive boats, right? Look at the old van up there. Probably a guy camping or living in that. Old Ford. Marker buoy. They can be there for various reasons. Sometimes people to anchor their boats, or there could be a water line in there. Big power line going over top. We put those big markers on them just in case a plane or float plane was going to land. They'd know that wire's there, right? I don't know if you can see that or not. I see straight up my nose doing that. Okay, turn it off, bro. Turn it off, bro. Hello, I'm back. We're down along the campground here with a plane going over. Oh, some garbage. People left their beer cans on the beach. People on the sauce are always pigs, right? It's coming in. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty, everyone? I just want to say hi. Hello, everybody. It's berry picking from the river. South Thompson River, everybody. I hope you enjoy this. I sure do. Barefooting it. About 15 degrees. Going downstream. Yep. Yeah, look at this. What kind of duck is that? Look at those babies. Wow. They're so cute. Look at their little brown heads. Don't worry. It's okay. You guys can stay in there. I'll go right by you. It's okay. Wow. The mother looks so concerned. It's okay, babies. See you later. Wow. Look at them all. I hope you got that in camera. Ooh, I gotta pay attention. Look at this thing. Look at that thing bobbing away. Bobby. Beaver cut that, you can tell. Unlike a lot of this stuff wasn't beaver. Oh, I see our first motorized menace being launched up ahead here. You can see that way down there? Yep, they'll come. They will arrive eventually after they have their breakfast. Go get buy a couple 6-packs. Oh, Barry, stop it. I do feel sorry for all the ducks and that when those oafs and those big boats make waves. I guess you can't stop all the oafs in the world, can you? Oafs will be oafs. Oafs will be oafs. Well, he's still sitting there on the shore. He hasn't got moving yet. He may be all right person. Who knows? some ways. Oh, look at that. Got some boilies. You gotta watch out when you see the boilies. There's something under the water there. It's probably a long ways down, but cool. Let's turn it off. Well, we've stopped for a little break on the beach across from the boat launch. The guy's still sitting over there. Like I say, this used to be a nice little beach. Things have sure changed. When I was young, people were always on these beaches. I think people are spending more time on their phones and stuff, right? I know there's still people get out sometimes. I can hear the crickets. Cool. Let's grab a drink here. Oh, choo-choo. Just a small slurp is all we need. Yeah, camera's on. Isn't that guy's a courteous boater? See, he's just idling along. That's probably the most he'll enjoy that boat, is at that idle. I've been on boats. Once you get moving fast, it's just a whole bunch of noise and wind. I don't get it. But at that speed, you know, you don't really need the 400 horsepower, I suppose, but I think I heard his wife saying, no, it's a paddleboarder over there, so they're being courteous. They didn't leave me any waves. They'll come over here eventually, but he'll get honking here pretty quick, I'm sure, wherever they're going. It could be a jet boat. They may go up the North Thompson. Perfect boat for the river if you gotta, if you gotta actually get somewhere. If I had to have a motorized boat, a big one, it would be a jet boat probably around here. Be a good way to get around if you're gonna be on the river, right? Old man boating advice, eh? Even if I had the money, I wouldn't waste my money on one of those, sorry. You see, there's a train going over the bridge down there. That's that one that turns in the middle. That boat's out on the river, but they haven't... I wonder if they got a problem or they're just monkeying around. Probably just monkeying around. Hello, goosies. Maybe they just stop for an off-piste day. That happens on boats too. Off-piste day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's see if he comes up this way. Is he coming up this way? No, he's just spinning around in circles. Of course, this area in here, with the big back eddies, you get the more unpredictable waves. When the boats go by. Hey. Once again, I thought the camera was on or off, I don't know. But there was a fighter jet, a big Delta Wing thing went over. We're in a back eddy here, gotta watch what I'm doing. But look at those weird clouds down that end. Lightning, maybe. Maybe we'll go down to the other park. I don't know. Well, decided to ferry across. Man, that's a long train. It's still going across. I'm just about across the river. I've just kept my eye on this tent here. You use a point of reference, right? And you just angle yourself towards the current. We still could go down to the other park. I don't know if I want to. I'll go a second. I'll go check out the encampment. Yeah, see if anybody's home. Well, there's the end of the train. You see it? Probably not. They got usually an engine on the end too to push, and some in the middle too. This keeps all the cars tight together, right? But here's the encampment. I'm not going to do a super long paddle today, I don't think. It's going to be a warm couple days. I still maybe go on a hike today or something would be nice too. What a nice place to set up camp. Very nice place. There's somebody in there too. That's fine by me. Oh, here comes that boat back. So I got to pay attention for the waves. We'll be all right. I'm just going to turn it off for a minute. Oh, it looks like they pulled over there. They're picking some people up. That's cool. I wondered why they went over there before. That's nice. Well, let's call it a day for now. I don't need to paddle all day. What a nice... Only paddler on the river, only one other boat on the river. I decided to get off a little bit just up of where all the dogs and that are, because I just don't need to argue with any dog owners. Not right now. I just want to pack my board. Okay, so I'm going to go where there's no dogs and walk up to the park and see if I can avoid any confrontations. See you in the next one, or maybe there'll be another clip. I don't know. Maybe we'll give you a... You like that sound? Yeah. Ah, sunny days. Hey, big boy. Yeah, sunny days. Sunny days. You see? Good boy. Yeah, I'm happy to see you too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that enough cameras for one day? I think so. Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember what you're doing. Yeah. That's fun, huh? Mm-hmm. want to see now? Done? Okay.